Welcome back. Thank you for staying with KTN Prime. Let's continue with the broadcast. Now, the Center for Disease Control estimates the number of people having cerebral palsy globally to be 17 million. In Kenya, about 3 out of 100 children live with cerebral palsy. Such children need special attention and care. Now, our science and health reporter Beldine Walyaula caught up with the caregivers of children living with cerebral palsy and tells us how they cope with the parenting challenges.
In Nairobi's Donholm Phase 5 estate, you'll meet this salon, BM Cerebral Palsy Salon. It caters for the need of all, including children living with cerebral palsy, by making their hair, as it requires more patience to do so compared to other children. Christine Arunga came up with this salon this year in March after seeing parents with children living with cerebral palsy being abandoned in the middle of a pandemic.
It supports children and people living with cerebral palsy having access to their necessities like diapers, medications, therapy, do their therapy sessions, and also insurance covers.
This salon acts as a meeting point where parents with cerebral palsy children converge and offer each other support.
We always have some meetings, some sharing support groups of whereby they come together, they share their experiences, and the more you share your experience with one another, you realize it's not only you, so now you get that they relieve themselves from stress. We also have sessions or trainings, lessons for beauty. We empower them.
Cerebral palsy is caused by injury to the developing brain, mostly before birth, at birth, or shortly after. Sarah Mora, a mother of 3, has a daughter living with cerebral palsy. This salon has been a shelter of hope. Here, she's able to interact with other parents with the same experience. As a caregiver, she says raising a child with cerebral palsy is not a walk in the park.
Nasema ni wewe mwenyewe unasimama kama mzazi, kama mama, na usimame na mtoto wako. Baba anakuacha, so long as akishajua tu uko mtoto haizi tembea, wengi wanaenda.
But it's a different case for Elijah Mokua. As a father, he adored her daughter after finding out she had cerebral palsy and she's now paralyzed. He says the biggest challenge is acquiring medication as the children convulse more often.
The therapy pia ni very expensive. Therapy ni bei kali. Kama pia tunaweza kuwa na madaktari special ambao wako available na serikali, alafu charges zetu zipunguzwe. Kila mzazi aweze ku afford therapy. Sababu watoto wengi by the way wamefichwa kwa nyumba, maana mzazi kuna wapata kama kuna mama yeye ndio peke yake ameachwa na mtoto wake.
Cerebral palsy does not discriminate. It can affect any family, and therefore there is every need to embrace those with this condition in the society. Beldine Walyaula, KTN News.
The Big Q, brought to you by Oriental Global